Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Young Hustlers. It's Thursday at noon East Coast Standard Time. Same place every week. We come to drop you some bombs, drop you some knowledge. It's been actually a while since I've done a live show. We had a baby. I don't know if you guys know that, but I had a baby a couple weeks back, and then also we had a hurricane that came through and threatened to blow Miami off the map. But we're back. We're here. We persisted. We made it through. And so today, we just want to bring you a really, really solid show on something that you can take and you can implement today. I mean, literally today. We're talking about how to build your business, how to grow your business. That's the purpose of the show. This is a sales show. This show is about how you can take information from what we talk about here and then apply it in the real world and actually go out and make a change, make a difference in your business, your income, and get closer to the things that, the goals that you have, the things that you want to get in life. And so this week is no different. So we're talking about how to build your business this week. And before I do that, I just want to remind you guys that, look, 10X GrowthCon is right around the corner. Right now we have some amazing deals on tickets. It's the best they're ever going to get. The closer we get to the event, the higher the ticket prices will get. So last year was unreal, unbelievable. If you go to 10xgrowthcon.com, you can see some pictures and some testimonials from people that were there last year. If you weren't there last year, you've got to get here this year. We've got some amazing events outside of just an incredible speaker lineup. The first night we're doing a massive welcome party in this. I mean, this exhibit hall, you could fit probably 10 football fields in it. It's massive. And we got a little something special that we're planning. You definitely won't want to miss that. We're doing a VIP party at the nightclub Light at Mandalay Bay. Going to be off the hook. Very exclusive VIP panel will take place in there before we have a few cocktails and drinks together. And then final day, we're doing a charity poker tournament for all the premier ticket holders. Day 4, there's a lot of you don't know this. We're doing a exclusive day 4. It's a 3-day event, but if you buy a VIP ticket or a premier ticket, then you will get access to our day 4 VIP panel, Q&A discussion and networking event. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to network with some other big hitters and VIPs that are going to be at the event. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So let's just get into the show today. We've got a deal right now going for the Business Builder package. You can see it right here. And so when I talked to them about what we needed to do the show on today, they're like, hey man, you should talk about how to build your business. And I want to tell you a quick little a story. I just had a baby, right? So not getting a whole lot of sleep. My wife had the baby. The hurricane came. We were basically evacuated 3 days after we got home from the hospital. And so for about 8 or 9 days, we went to Nashville, and then we went to Philadelphia because we were just running around trying to escape the hurricane. And so finally we made it back. We got power in our unit, which was a disaster. Power's been down for over a week. So why am I telling you all this? Because there's been a lot of stuff going on, right? And now I got this newborn baby. He's all screwed up with the nights and days. And, right now he thinks that between midnight and 5 a.m. is that's when he should be up, playing and hanging out. He's wide awake. It's a trip. So haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep. The reason I'm telling you that is because before the show, I was like, let's just play a rerun, right? Let's just play a rerun today. It'd be the easy thing to do. It'd be the easy way out. And then a couple of the guys in the team here stood up and they were like, man, we need to do a show. We haven't done a live show in a while. And so immediately I flipped around. But business is a lot like that. And your role in a company is a lot like that. And when I say business, I don't mean you have to be a business owner to grow your business. You are a business. And like Jay-Z says, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Because that's how you should view your role in what you do. And there's going to be days where you don't feel like waking up. There's going to be days when you don't feel like making the call. There's going to be days where you don't feel like doing the thing that you know you should do. And for some of us, that happens all the time. For some of us, it happens less frequently. And so one of the things that I did is I actually worked through and conditioned myself to know that when I want to pull back and not do something, that's the exact time that you need to flip it and you actually need to lean in and do the thing that you don't want to do. And it's really interesting if you can develop this kind of trigger where anytime you kind of know the right thing to do, but you back off from it, if you can develop an alert system within you that just freaking red alert, red alert, red alert, you're denying doing the thing that you know you should be doing, and you can flip that and lean in, it will make all the difference. And so that's why we're here doing the show today, because I don't want to do this show today. I'm tired, I'm not thinking straight, I'm irritable, we got a lot of stuff going on here. I didn't want to do the show, but that's exactly why I showed up and did it. Because today I'm going to prove to myself, once again, that I can do something that I don't want to do because it's the right thing. And so you need to look for the opportunities to do that in your own career, in your own life, in your own business, because that's what makes people successful. What makes people successful is doing the things that they don't want to do because they know it's the right thing. Most people don't get successful, regardless of what people tell you, following their heart and their dreams, and every day is rosy, and they're always doing the things that they love to do. You should never do things that you don't love doing. Dude, it's bull. It's bull. It's not reality. Maybe a handful of people fall into that category, like the guy that loves buying the lottery ticket, and he goes in one day, he buys the lottery ticket, and he wins the lottery for $100 million. That ain't happening to you, and it definitely ain't happening to me. You look at some of the people that are most successful. You look at athletes, actors, you look at people where you're like, oh, wow, hey, that'd be a dream job, making all that money, and they don't even really have to work that hard. Dude, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about what went into making that. What went into the athlete who trains 7 days a week, diet, exercise, nutrition, focus, watching games, the 20 years it took to get him into that position. The actor, the actress that spent 10 years in Hollywood and never, ever got a role until finally they got their big break. Dude, it's about being committed to your business. And when we get back into from the break, I'm going to get into yo business. This is Young Hustlers.
Make 6 to 7 figures overnight as an expert in your industry. Monetize your knowledge, monetize everything you work for, and make it work for you. Russell Whitney, expert in knowledge monetization, has worked with some of the largest brands, Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, Kevin Harrington, and George Foreman, in building out content that made them kings of their space. Scale your business to a 9-figure brand, sell from stage, create events, build a sales team, and get moving right now on your greatest expansion in business yet. Visit RussellWhitney.com. That's RussellWhitney.com to get started. There's only one company to work for in the smart home industry, Skyline Security. Right now is looking for the best of the Grant Cardone following to join their team and expand financially and professionally. Go to joinskyline.com to register. Labeled by Inc. 5000 as the fastest growing company for the last 2 years in a row, you get to protect families, grow your wealth, and join a team of top producers. Skyline is looking for great people. Go to joinskyline.com. That's joinskyline.com to get started on a brand new 10x career path. Go to joinskyline.com to register. Rethink user experience, rethink the digital sales process, and rethink how you communicate with your customers. Pixel 506 is a digital design agency, marketing, and development company with one goal in mind. How do you effectively simplify your digital presence to make your prospects do more business, become excited, and never feel confused when it comes to understanding what it is you do? Working with companies like Future Labs, New York Metro Transit Authority, and more, Pixel 506 has successfully grown businesses, increased leads, and created a lasting digital and social presence to drive more revenue and increased ROI. If you want this for your business, you can learn more about Pixel 506 at pixel506.com. That's pixel506.com.
All right, so we're back, Young Hustlers. We're talking about how to build your business today. And before we went to the break, I was talking about how doing the thing that you don't want to do is really kind of the first step of getting your business, your income, your sales where you want them to be. And so I also was talking about how you need to view what you do as a business. Now, this is something that I did in my personal career here with Grant. When I started, he didn't hire me to be the vice president. But what I did is I assumed the ownership of that role. I assumed that this was my business. I assumed that when I showed up every day everything around me affected me and my business, whether it was a book order or somebody that's packaged went into shipping. Every opportunity, everything that happened in the business was something that I took concern with. I made it my responsibility, really. Yeah, good. That's exactly what I was saying. I made it my responsibility to take care of those things and handle those things, even though it was outside of the scope of what I would normally do. So the reason you need to adopt this type of look about yourself and the role that you're in is because it does put you in a position of control. You know, we just posted an image the other day. Let's see, where can I find that? It was talking about the number of billionaires and what their first job was.
Oh, I saw that.
This is unbelievable. I've got it right here. So of the 100 richest people in the world, 30 of them inherited or worked for a family business. 30 inherited or started their own family business. 30 inherited or worked for a family business. 17 started their own business. And then 53 out of 100 people, 53%, over half, worked for somebody else
These are billionaires?
before they became a billionaire.
Wow.
10% were salespeople, 9%, so 10 out of 100. 9 out of 100 were involved in stock trading, financial services. 5 were engineers, 5 were software developers, 4 were accountants, 4 were analysts, 3 were retail assistants, 2 were construction, 2 were military, 2 were mechanics, 2 were legal assistants, and 2 were marketing. 3 were not pictured there, but this was from Forbes. And, you know, look, when 53%, over half, worked for somebody else first, that just supports even more why you need to adopt this type of mentality. You need to view yourself as a business, even if you work for somebody else. I talk about this all the time. I work in this business like it's my own. I make more money working for Grant in this business than most people make in 3 or 4 years owning their own business. So, like, don't fall under the false illusion that you got to work for somebody else to get where you want to go in life. Am I going to work for Grant till I die? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I like working with the guy. But does that mean you're going to be where you're at forever? No. But dude, while you're there, you've got to own it. You have to own it. You have to accept responsibility. You have to take control. You have to think like you are the boss. You have to think like you're the person in charge writing the checks. Because it will position you for whatever move you eventually make. It builds the right habits and it builds discipline, right? So, like, once you've kind of adopted this you're a business thing, like, what do you do next? How do you grow your business? If you want to talk about this, by the way, call into the show. Number's 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. You have a question about the show, you have a question about sales, you want to get involved in the conversation, I want to talk to you. We've got 2 people on the lines I'll jump to in a second. But like, the next thing is, how do you grow your business? I had a friend of mine reach out. He goes, hey, can you coach me? I'm like, I don't really, coach people. I work for Grant. That's my thing here. But you're my friend. I'll help you with your question. And he's like, hey man, I just kind of plateaued. So like, where, I feel like I've plateaued. Where do I go next? And so like, that's really what I was thinking with when I came up with some of these, how to grow your business. The first thing that you can do to grow your business, your sales, your income, is you can look for partnerships. This is a really, really easy way to get connected with people who are already talking to the people that you want to deal with. So like what does that mean? Let's say you work at a Mercedes-Benz dealership, right? Who can you put yourself around? Who could you align yourself with that's going to be talking to a bunch of people that got money? I don't know, maybe a banker. They talk to a lot of people that got money. Maybe like we have the Soho House here. It's a place where there's a bunch of rich people always going. Hotels, golf courses. Like, these are all places you can go and get connected with people that like have money. And don't underestimate anybody's role. Like, I worked at a golf course and like I cleaned golf clubs. That was my job. I cleaned golf clubs. But I had more direct contact and a better opportunity to have a conversation with a high net worth person than the head pro. Why? Because, dude, they were coming in off the golf course, they had some drinks, they're boozed up, I'm scrubbing their clubs, bullshitting, cutting it up with them. Dude, I got a job, right? I got a job scrubbing clubs at a golf course because every person I talked to was a business owner. It was in the middle of a beautiful area, town, super expensive. The course was like $200 a round. Dude, I was around the right people. So like, how can you get connected to somebody like me at the time at the golf course if you're a Mercedes-Benz salesperson? I don't know. Find the people that make sense to connect with. It's a really easy way to multiply and expand your reach. The second thing, again, something that you have full and total control over, and I know that you know the work harder drum has been probably beat to death in your mind, but it's true. Add an extra hour in your day, add an extra day in your week. You don't have to do this forever. Eventually, at some point, like Grant always says, you're going to be underpaid for the majority of your life until you're not, and then you're going to be overpaid. There's no middle ground. You're never in transition. You're underpaid until you're overpaid. And so, like, that means you have to do a lot of the hard work. I posted something on Instagram today acknowledging one of our sales guys, Sean Connor. For the first time ever, he was the #1 salesperson. He's been with us for about a year. And, when you're building something, it's really, really hard to continue to show up through the failures. And so when Sean saw that things weren't going his way and he wasn't getting what he wanted, the results he knew he was capable of, he changed his operating basis. He started showing up early. He moved right behind our office so he could walk to work, right? Instead of driving 45 minutes or an hour from where he was before every day, dude, he got a place right behind the office so he could walk to work every day and be the first person here. That also meant that he was the last person here. That also meant that it was really easy for him to come in on Saturdays. Like, he started expanding the amount of time that he could commit to something to get it to grow, right? Full control over this. All you have to do is have the discipline to say, I'm not going to watch TV. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to do this. And you're never going to be able to make that decision if what you want, you don't want bad enough. If it's not big enough, if it's not exciting enough for you to actually make those sacrifices in your life, it will be impossible for you to make those types of decisions. When we get back from the break, I'm going to continue going through ways that you can grow your business, expand your sales today, not tomorrow, because this is Young Hustlers, and increasing your sales is what we do.
If you are a business owner who needs custom software solutions through Amazon Web Services to automate, speed up, and enhance your business so you can focus on what you do best, which is grow your company, let Nico's Computer Engineering get you started today. With a free consultation, CEO and owner Tim Clark has spent the last 10 years building custom software for companies around the United States. Whatever your need is, whatever industry, if you need efficiency, Tim Clark can help you. Nico's Computer Engineering knows that you value speed to market. That's why we have the fastest turnaround and software implementation on the planet. If you want to get started with Nikos, go to nicoce.com. That's nicoce.com to get started. Tired of buying ads? How much would 5 times more visitors from search engines like Google or Bing do for your business? Link Research Tools helps you increase that free organic traffic, with companies like Hertz, MTV, and LinkedIn have increased their revenue as much as 600% using Link Research Tools. We have offerings to get your business to become the dominant force on the internet. The secret of internet traffic is what we give you. We convert that traffic into cash flow for your business. Learn more at linkedresearchtools.com. That's linkresearchtools.com and sign up now. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. Steve Griggs is the best landscaper on the planet and gives you knowledge and data that you can't even find on Google. Featured on Huffington Post, Entrepreneur.com, Grant Cardone TV, Steve Griggs is the entrepreneur built and designed to help you make your home become the lifestyle of your dreams. For more information, visit SteveGriggsDesign.com. That's Steve Griggs Design. Franchising is listed by Grant Cardone as one of the ways to become a millionaire. Let the experts at Fran Finders be with you every step of the way as your partner finding, buying, selling, and promoting franchises. With over 10 years experience, Fran Finders is the company to help get set up with franchising, to help you get set up with owning your own franchise and finding a franchise that's right for you. Visit franfinders.com. That's franfinders.com to get started with your search today.
All right, we're back. This is Young Hustlers. Every Thursday at noon, me, GC, we come here, we drop bombs, we drop information and strategies on how you can improve your situation, your condition, improve your sales, improve your income, and dude, live a life that's easy. See, life for me is starting to get easier. I mean, I got a baby and I'm not really sleeping, so that part ain't easy. But like, I'm not worried about paying rent next month, right? I'm not worried about like when a hurricane comes and I got to go evacuate and the only place is $1,500 a night that my family can stay at. Like, it's not a problem for me. Life is getting easier, and life can get easier for you too if you just focus on what you could do to improve the situation that you're in right now. And that's what I'm talking about today. How to improve your business, how to improve your business, right? Your sales, how to improve your ability to get into the marketplace. The first thing that I talked about was partnerships. Who are people that are already talking to the customers that you're trying to serve or the customers that you're trying to get to? Easy, free, no cost. Number 2, change your operating basis in terms of how frequently you work. Add an extra hour in the morning, add an extra hour in the evening, add an extra half day or full day to your week. Again, costs you nothing. Number 3, this could cost you some money, hire a team. When I started working for Grant and started actually like making a little bit of money, we didn't have a support team. We were still growing as a company. Like, I sold the deal, I cold called the deal, I sold the deal, I launched the deal, I supported the deal, I did everything from front to back. Dude, it was a lot. And I got to the point where that started costing me money. So what did I do? I didn't go, hey Grant, can you hire me as an assistant? I went out and I paid somebody to help me. I paid somebody to help me follow up with my clients and make sure that they were accountable. I paid out of my own pocket. I assumed responsibility because I was thinking like it was my business. It's not Grant's problem to figure out how to make me more efficient. It's mine. And as long as you always have that mentality as a business, not a salesperson or an employee, you're always going to do well. So you hire a team. You hire people to do the things that don't make you money. You hire, if somebody can do the job you need them to do and you can pay them $10 an hour to do it, and you're trying to make $1 million a year, you should not be doing that job. You should be paying somebody else to do that. Now, what does that mean? For some people, it means that you're starting a business and you're starting to grow. You're an entrepreneur. You started doing something. That means that you may need to go backwards. You may need to start investing in people before you can reinvest or put money in your bank, right? You know, like we built a team in Canada. These guys are freaking crushing it. The guys that own it, Corey and his partner Kyle, the guys that are running that outfit, dude, the first thing that they started doing was hiring people. They started bringing people in. What does that mean? That means less money for them. That means that they're going to be paying money that they could have been putting into their pockets to other people because they want to grow their business. They want to build their business. So what are those things that you're doing in your role right now that like somebody making $10 an hour should be doing? You got to find those things and you got to fix it because it's going to help grow your business because you're going to be able to focus on the profitable things. You're going to be able to focus on the things that can make you another 50 grand in a month rather than doing things that you can pay $10 an hour to have done. Okay, next thing, marketing. How can you market yourself? How can you brand yourself? Social is a huge way. You can change the way that you're using social. You can create content. People love content and information. Content drives decisions. Information drives decisions. People want that and they're actively searching for it. So if you can control dissemination of content and information, you can control people. Look at the news, guys. The bad news, the fake news, right? Dude, it controls the way that people think and make decisions. So I'm not saying you got to go make fake information, but dude, put information out there. Right? Next piece, handwritten letters, like things like that, they all make a difference. Next piece, training, dude. Getting better at what you do can grow your business immediately. That's what we focus on. That's our business, right? Our business is to help people improve their ability to convert. So my buddy who reaches out and says he needs coaching, my question to him is, well, like number one, can you improve your conversion personally at all? Like, what can you do to improve your conversion rates personally? At the same time, I'm going to say, what are you doing socially? And I know he's active there. The next thing that I'm going to do is how can you expand the amount of time that you work? A while back, I know he was only kind of seasonally working and then taking some time off. Obviously, year-round is going to expand that. Number 4, like, how can you leverage other people, even if it means your personal income goes backwards? How can you leverage other people that you can train and develop to go out and produce so that you can multiply and expand what you're doing and creating multiple streams of revenue coming into the company? It's a really simple process, right? But again, like if you're not converting at your optimum rates, then that's something you need to focus on. So like we built our business builder package so that people can improve their own ability to produce. See, these are the business builder content, the basics of selling and communication and understanding customers and how to talk to them and how to actually, like, what is a sales process? Most of you aren't even operating with a sales process, man. Like you've got to have these tools and you've got to have this information. I didn't have this information, so I had to fumble around for 2 years. I wasted 2 years experimenting, practicing on customers, trying to figure out my own way to do it. And then I was like, okay, hey, I need to get serious about this process thing, about follow-up, about motivation, about prospecting. Like these are things that I wasn't born with. I had to learn how to do. So you can continue to try to figure it out on your own, or you can say, hey, look, I'm going to establish a partnership with a guy like Grant. I'm going to say, hey, this guy is where I would like to be someday. That's what I did. That's why I tried to come work for him. I'm like, dude, this guy's got a big house, got a big watch. He's a big baller. He's got a lot of money. I want to be there. He communicates how I like. I need to follow this guy. And so I decided to make a partnership with him. Come work for him. Maybe your decision to become a partner with Grant means that you pick up our Business Builder program. It's an $11,000 program. You went through and you purchased this program right now. It cost you 11 grand. Okay? CardoneUniversity.com/builder. Okay? It would be $11,000 if you purchased it on your own. If you can purchase it on our site right now, not for 11 grand. We're going to save you about 10 grand. And you can buy it for $1,570. It's like the majority of Cardone University is sitting in this program right here. The same university we sell for 10 grand. They're probably a third of it's in there. It's an unbelievable program, right? And so when I was talking to Grant about the Business Builder package, when I was talking to Grant about the show prior to the show, I was like, here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I think it's going to help people with. And Grant goes, you know, the content's great, but what they need to do is we need to help create an environment for them where they can establish partnerships and get around other people, where they can market themselves and learn how to market themselves, where they could maybe meet people that they could hire to build their team out, and where they can come and get information and training. And so he was like, I want them to come to 10X Growth Conference. And I'm like, okay, that's great, that's good, but you know, that's another investment. We're already asking them, you know, to invest in themselves, not 11 grand, but, you know, $1,500. And he said, dude, I want them at Growth Conference so bad that I'm going to give them a ticket for free when they buy the program. I'm going to give them a free ticket to the 10X Growth Conference when you invest in building your business with us. When you invest in the Business Builder program, which, by the way, is about how to sell, how to communicate, how to think, how to act, how to follow up, how to prospect and grow your pipeline, how to be more motivated on a daily basis. We're giving you all that content. Plus, included in that, you get access to our weekly mastermind coaching call. Like literally, you want a coach? Included in the program. Show up every Wednesday. We do the same meeting, same time every day. We basically just flip a lights camera on, open up the phone lines and say, you have questions on how to grow your business. We can help. Pick up the phone, call in, ask your question. It will not cost you a penny. People charge thousands of dollars for mastermind groups like that. We do it for free because we want to help you build your business. And we want to help you build your business, not just with our content, but we want to help you with the other things, the partnerships, the networking. We want to get you to the 10X Growth Conference. Right? Speakers are, most of the speakers, some of the speakers, they're on the site now. You probably haven't even seen that yet, right? Last year was unreal. This year's going to be even better. We learn something new every time we do this. We got a lot of feedback on what people want to see, so we went out and what they want to see, what they want to hear, what they want to learn about. We went out and we found experts that fit those things. There will be a billionaire speaking, right? People that are literally responsible for billions of dollars in sales will be at this event. I don't know the whole number. I haven't figured it out yet. Last year, it was well over 10 billion in sales impact from our speakers. This year, it's probably going to be double that. It's that big. It's massive. So look, it's a stupid deal. It's the best deal we've offered in a really long time. It's the Business Builder program, CardoneUniversity.com/builder. Let's go to the phones and take some callers. Who we got?
I got Ariel and Israel.
Ariel and Israel. Israel.
Hey,
what's going on?
Thank you for taking my call.
What's going on, brother?
The reason for the call today is that I'm going to apply for a job interview with your company as a salesman, and I would like to send over the video to your email address as well. Will that be possible?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Send a video to careers@grantcardone.com with a resume.
So I want to send it to your email address because I want you to take a look at it as well.
That email goes to me.
Goes to you.
Yeah, it goes to me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So my name is Ariel, so you can take a look at it right now. Thank you.
Dude, I
so
can't wait to
much.
look for it, man. The Israelis are badass
man.
people, man. I've been to Ariel in
Thank you.
Israel. I've been to the IDF base. I know about the Israeli Defense
Seriously?
Forces and Krav Maga. I know about that.
Yes, I'm going to surprise you, and I'm going to be your best guy. Just take a look on my video, and I'm sure you'll be satisfied.
All right, dude. Thanks for the call. Next caller.
I got Jose in Nicaragua.
Man, we are about that international flavor today. Jose from Nicaragua, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Jared?
What's going on, man? What's your question?
Hey, I got two questions. Well, the second is not a question, but this is my question now. You know, I work in retention department, and I wanted to know, how different is selling from retention. I've been on, I'm on Cardone U, and I have taken, many other webinars that you have, and I've been putting them into practice. But this customer, they call a month later, and they decide that they no longer want our product because it's not working for them. So, I try to create, again, value, but they don't want the product no longer. So that's the question. How do I manage to, sell the product again when they already tried it and they don't feel comfortable with it because it doesn't work for them? And
Yeah.
the other thing I want
Yeah, so what I would do is I would take them back, and this happens to us too. Like our business is about retention too. Our business is about, we sell a training program and then people, they use that training program. We got clients that have been on the program for 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years since we built it, 6 years ago,
Yeah.
right? And so I have one customer that just came to the top of my mind. He's literally been on the program. He was one of my first customers that we ever signed up. He wanted to quit the program 2 or 3 times. But the reason he wanted to quit was the same reason why I didn't want to do the show today. Because I just wasn't feeling it, but I knew it was the right thing to do. So at some point, purchasing your deal was the right thing for them to do. So you have to take them back to when they made that decision. You got to take them back to, hey, when you decided to make this purchase in the beginning, what were you deciding to do it for? Now, if your product ain't any good, then that's one thing. Like, I know we've got a great product that literally changes people's businesses. Like, we have people, if we told you how big the successes were, it would sound stupid. Like we have a guy in our meeting today. He goes, hey, I increased my business 300%, made $20 million. That's like, I could tell you that, but you're going to be like, dude, you're full of shit, right? You're not going to believe me. So
I believe you.
I know you do, but I'm just saying, the people win with our program. So when somebody's like, hey, your program don't work, I know that isn't true. I know that. So part of you in your retention problem is you being sold on your product, on your service, and what it can provide. So when I go through that, then I go, okay, I know it's not the product. How is it being used? Oh, okay, I see. So the way you guys were using it was a problem, or you didn't have the commitment to get it used in the first place. Well, let's go all the way back to, why did you decide to do this in the first place? Oh, because, my salespeople suck. Are they any better now? No. Okay, well, when your salespeople suck, how much money does that cost you? I don't know. Well, I mean, if your people how many people do you have? 10 people? If they each miss 2 deals a month, that's 20 deals. How much do you make on a deal? I make $2,000 on a deal. That costs you $40,000 a month. Okay, that's $500,000 a year. Okay, so let's try to fix a $500,000 problem, not a sales training problem. Okay, so when your people suck, what does it cost you? It costs you $500,000. What else does it cost you when your people suck? It costs you it costs you your reputation with customers. It costs you employees because they suck, they can't produce, they can't perform, so they turn over and they quit. That costs you time and energy and effort to hire people. Dude, you didn't fix the problem that I know we can fix for you. By the way, here's a list of everybody it's already working for. So let's address the real issue, which is how to get the program used the right way. Like that, we help people understand that it's never the product, it's how it's being used. And so that's where you need to come back through And if you believe in your product and you have a good product, then you need to make sure customers understand how to use it the right way. You need to reinforce the benefits of it, and you need to take them back to the decision they made because at some point in time they thought it was a good decision. So I hope that helps, Jose.
Absolutely, it will. You gave me great feedback. And another thing, I wanted to let you know, I used to work for a career builder, and we used to, make cold calls to many industries. And I sent Grant Cardone an email. I live in Managua, Nicaragua, and I wanted to work for you. So what I want to do is just speed up the process, your sales process, instead of you guys, looking for, the decision makers or general managers for the dealerships. I can go ahead and do that and set up the appointment. I'll send it to you. It doesn't matter if you don't pay me right now. Until you see the results that I'm, throwing at you, you can then decide if I will be a good fit for your company.
Send me a resume and a video, 60-second video to careers@grantcardone.com. I'll take a look at it this afternoon. All right? Thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. Next caller.
All right, we got Andrew in Clearwater.
Andrew, what's going on, man?
Hello?
Andrew, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I apologize, man. What's going on?
Thanks for the call, dude.
Yeah, I was just, so I probably got an odd question here. So, to regards to the importance of kind of a culture, and so when you and Grant first started, probably taking it way back, how long ago it was, and I'm in a situation right now where there's, I don't know, got a small operation here, about 4 or 5 salesmen, and it seems, and I'm just kind of curious how the importance of how you guys were able to create a culture and momentum on a daily basis and how important that is to a sales force with the lack of it kind of going on here. And I'm just kind of curious on, I guess, different ways or strategies that you guys were able to kind of keep a momentum of a good culture and momentum going on in a sales force.
So I'll tell you this. Culture is built by actions, not words. So you can talk all you want about, hey, this is what I want our culture to be like. This is what we should do. But if you're not backing that up with actions that people can see, they're never going to stick. So like when we talk about building our culture, we don't talk about, hey, we do this, we do that. We actually do it. So we start every day with a sales meeting. Everybody's required to train. We acknowledge the successes and wins with our clients. We acknowledge the successes and wins of our salespeople. We constantly push and we constantly push and we constantly reinforce why we're here every day. Like there's reminders all around the office with these little plaques that have quotes about reminding us about why we're here because we're trying to influence the environment. So like if you want to influence the culture, like the daily training was something I remember the day it started. It was there were like 3 or 4 salespeople, and we decided that we were going to start training every day. So we just would huddle up and we'd start role playing. And that wasn't something that like it was like here's the instruction list of what you need to do. We were just like, hey, look, the culture is about getting better and improving. Now, what are we doing to improve ourselves? Like we were aware enough to have this conversation. So I said, okay, well, we're going to start role playing every day. We're going to train every single day. We're going to train on the product and we're going to role play. And then we kept doing that every day. I was the one involved in doing it every single day. It wasn't, hey, you guys role play and train on the content. It was, guys, let's get together and train and role play. Gal, Natasha, you too, right? Get in here, let's role play. And so that's what we did. And then it was, hey, we need to come in on Saturdays. And it wasn't, you guys need to come in on Saturdays. It was, guys, let's come in on Saturday. And gal, Natasha. Let's come in on Saturday. And we'd all show up on Saturday. So you have to be the one that drives that. When Grant comes in, dude, we know that we're doing the right thing because he's actually doing it. He's not telling us to do things that he's not backing up. So you're the one, if you want to create the culture, you're the one that has to decide what that actually means, and then you have to be the one that drives it. Every single day, over and over and over again. And if people don't get on board with that, which they won't, you got to get rid of them. There's not one single employee that you have that's more important than the culture that you build in your business. So I hope that helps.
That was good, dude. It's just, and I'm sure a million people deal with the same thing in the sales environment, and it's just some days it's on fire, some days it's like a morgue, and it's just like, and it all comes back to whether it's, Gary Vaynerchuk, Cardone, and, the top people out there. It all comes back to a successful sales force, the, culture and 100 other things, but I think it all stems from a culture, and I'm just kind of curious what your, three cents were worth on it, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude, look, hey, and one thing I will tell you, you got to find out what's important to your people, because they may not care about watching a motivational video from Grant or Gary Vee or whoever. They may be thinking about their rent. I had one of our big clients told us that when one of our guys was working, there was a miscommunication with one of them because the things that were being talked about weren't important, right? It was like, hey, I drive this big badass car, and the client was saying, like, we're not really interested in that. Like, that's interesting for me, dude. I want to drive a badass car. I want to have a badass house. I want to have a big old boat. I want to have a private freaking jet. Dude, that's not important to some people. So you have to make sure that your messaging is right and you're finding out what's important to people. Because you have people on your team that are probably more interested and would be more motivated by a week off if they hit their target for the month early than they would be by an extra 10% of income or bonus or whatever.
Correct.
So you got to key into what's important to them and then use your incentive to drive the culture that you want. Like, use the incentive piece. Hey, are we doing this? Because I'm going to do this for you. This is important to you. This is why you show up every day. This is why you should be engaged. And by the way, this is how we support it.
Correct. Dumando, Jared. Keep up the good work, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thanks, dude. Take care. So look, you are a business. Everything that you do should be about building your business, even if you work for somebody else. 53 out of 100 billionaires got started on their path to becoming a billionaire working as someone else. 10 people out of 100 were salespeople. It's like, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. There's a lot of that going around. Dude, build something within the organization that you're in. The bones are already there. The structure's already there. There's much less risk for you. It's a great way to get where you want to go. I know that's the route I'm taking right now, and it's working out great for me. So don't let anybody tell you there's only one path to getting to where you want to go. Let's go to another caller. Who we got?
We got Lewis in Florida.
Lewis in Florida, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Lewis from Davenport, Florida. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for calling.
Cool, man. Great. I just had a question on managing staff, man. I want to see what resources you could recommend for managing and controlling the people that are working directly underneath you.
Like in an administrative role or like in a sales role?
I'm a finance manager, so more in a sales role.
Yeah, I mean, dude, look, for me, control on managing people comes down to, like, number one, the culture that you set, like we were just talking about. And then number two, what you do or what you're involved with that helps drive and support that culture. So, like, when we talk about managing our people, like, it's really about leadership. It's not about like some, management, secret sauce, right? Salespeople get paid to produce what's important to them, provide the right incentives, provide the right environment for them to flourish, reinforce every day the things that you believe are important as an organization. Be involved in it, be active in it. Don't tell people to do things that you won't do. Go out and take turns on deals. Go out and be like, dude, look, hey, the customer's paying cash. They're not buying anything in the office. That's fine. I still want to take a turn on them because I want to help you get another deal. Like those types of things. Like when I see Grant come in and pick up a cold call and take over on a call, dude, that sets an example. And now I'm like, wow, dude, I can't believe he's willing to get involved. Because a lot of times people get jaded and they think that managers and leaders are telling them things to do that they wouldn't do on their own. I know because I've been there before. I worked in organizations like that where I'm like, dude, why are you telling me to do this? Number one, you wouldn't do it. And number two, you can't do it. So, like, dude, when you get the respect of your people from doing that, management isn't a problem. Then you're not managing people by, hey, what time do you show up? What time do you leave? Then your management becomes, hey, let's sit down and figure out what's important to you and figure out how you can use the vehicle you're in right now to get you where you want to go. We've got management sales training and content and leadership content for managers in Cardone University. Is your store on the program?
They are not in the program. I currently called up to get some information to see if we can get us on the program.
What store are you at, Lewis?
I'm in Jarrett Gordon Ford, Davenport, Florida.
Jerry what?
Jarrett Gordon Ford.
Jarrett Gordon Ford.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
In Davenport.
Yeah. So like what I would say is this. I would say, Lewis, if you could get your people, like this management question that you have about your team, what would it be worth to get your people properly motivated every day, getting them showing up on time early, having them work deals the right way, having them handle problems the right way, having them take phone calls the right way, and getting them to act more like their business is in the business rather than they're just showing up for a job? You just have to say, what would that be worth to you?
No, it's just priceless, man. No doubt.
It'd be
doing
100%.
I bought personally.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean.
So then what we need to say is, hey, what can we do to move closer to that? I'm just saying, our program can do that for you. And so it just becomes a matter of, okay, well, what's the upside, and am I willing to risk? If the upside's $3 million, dude, you guys would be foolish to not spend $25,000 in a year to try to get there. Dude, I made a $50,000 investment in an app. It may work, it may not. Dude, if it works, it's going to be a massive home run so big that I was willing to spend $50,000 to get on the field and play.
Sure.
And if it doesn't work, I'm like, hey, it doesn't work. Whatever. I tried to go for a big score. We had one store in Kentucky that signed up for our program. And dude, they went from selling, and I don't want to misquote, but it was just, if I'm off by 10. They went from 200 cars a month to 900.
Wow. Because
the culture and the influence of the environment changed. They had somebody else inside their organization that was singing this same song that you've been hearing on this show today. So The upside is, you're right, priceless. So if you can spend money to fix a problem, then you don't have that problem. I heard Bethany Frankel say that. I was at an event and she spoke, and she said, I was trying to build this skinny girl brand and business, and I had all these problems, but we were making money. And then she says, I finally came to the realization that, dude, if you can spend money to fix a problem, then you don't got that problem, because you should fix that problem. You should write that check faster than the pen can move on paper, and get the problem off your plate. So I'm going to have somebody reach out to you, Lewis, and give you a run through on our program, see if we can get you guys signed up on the program, all right?
Sure, man. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Take care.
Right now we're using, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, right now we're using, obviously, one of the competitors, and I'll tell you what, man, it's just the energy that you guys bring to the table is unmatched.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me personally. And
appreciate that.
I hope the team gets on.
You're awesome, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for the call. We good?
We have
two more callers. They're calling. We'll keep talking. Guys, remember, dude, business builder. If your business is about growing, then you need to put the right pieces in place to build it. You got to have the right construction team. You got to have the right equipment. You got to have the right materials in order to build something. And that's what the Business Builder program's all about. Really, we're giving you a free GrowthCon ticket. That's a $4,000 ticket. Plus the $11,000 program. It's a $15,000 program. It's a $15,000 program that you can pick up for $1,500. It's a stupid deal. It's a stupid deal. CardoneUniversity.com/builder. Who we got from San Diego?
Dave in San Diego.
Dave from San Diego. What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on, man? I don't got any questions. I just wanted to make a statement. I heard something you said earlier about doing the things you don't want to do. And I just wanted to reaffirm, the people listening that works, man. When I'm having a bad day and I'm skipping people I don't want to talk to, I stop myself. I go back and I call those people, and those are some of the best days I ever have. So, I heard you say that earlier, and I was like, I got to call in and reaffirm that for all the other folks listening that don't believe it.
It's the truth, man. It's the truth. Like right now, I'm thinking, God damn, this was a good show, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to show up. And so I made the show about not showing up. And I made the show about, dude, like that's how you got to grow your business. By doing the things that you don't want to do. So I appreciate you coming in and reiterating that, Dave. Who else? Who we got next?
We got Tristan in Alabama.
Tristan, what's going on? Tristan. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome to Young Hustlers.
Man, this is awesome.
You there? What's up? What's your question?
Hey, yeah, I run a drop shipping store, dropship electronics, and I'm having a problem with conversion and sales. People are coming and they're looking at the website, and then I guess they think maybe not, and then leave.
Yeah, sounds like a problem.
Yeah.
Sounds like a problem. So like, and selling online with words is very different from selling face to face. It's much easier to sell somebody when you can talk to them, right? Because you can help understand their concerns. So the first thing that I would do is I would do anything you can to get in direct communication with people. Phone would be best, right? You know, chat is easy, phone is best, right? So find ways to get together with people on the phone. And then you just got to start thinking, dude, why would people say no to your deal? Like when I think about a website, like, dude, you have to address the reasons that people are going to say no. You've got to bring those up front and you got to handle them because you're not on the phone to handle the problem for them. So if they think that it's not going to work, it's too expensive, they tried something similar in the past. If they're thinking all that stuff and you don't have a way to handle that, then you're not going to convert them. So figure out all the reasons why somebody would go to your site and say no, and make sure that you put something in there that actually fixes those problems. That'd be, just start there. And if you do that, you'll be in good shape. Thank you for the call, Tristan. So look, dude, build your business. CardoneUniversity.com/builder. It's the Business Builder program. It's a $15,000 program, including a ticket to GrowthCon that you can buy today for $1,500. CardoneUniversity.com/builder. Hey, and if you want a text message, text Cardone to 96,000. We'll just drop you a link in your text message and then you can sign up right there. Couple clicks and you're on your way. Dude, look, you've got to build your business, you've got to grow, and you've got to start owning your role no matter who you are as the owner of the company. Because if you operate like the owner, you make decisions like the owner, dude, you're going to get paid like the owner. We will see you next week. And remember, the only people that condemn the hustle are the ones who've already given up on the hustle themselves. Peace. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jared Glenn. I'm the Vice President of Sales for Cardone Enterprises. And I want to tell you about a special offer that we have. We just built a program that we call the Business Builder Program. What it is, it's about 400 courses inside Cardone University. On top of that, we're going to include a weekly mastermind coaching session for you. This is a $11,170 offer, and there's a little bit more, right? There's a little bit more we want to include today. We're actually going to include a ticket to the 2018 10X GrowthCon. Invest in yourself, invest in the Business Builder Program, save yourself about 10 grand, and we're going to give you a ticket to the 10X Growth Conference. If you add in the ticket, it's over $15,000 worth of value to get you started today. Look, we don't want you to wait till February to come to the conference, so get started building your business, building your income, building your confidence, building your dream life with the Business Builder Program. And we want to make sure that we see you at the 2018 Growth Conference, so take advantage of the offer today. Take care.
Sometimes you need a reminder, a quick pickup and a set in the right direction. Every question has a topic, every fork in the road has an answer, and Rob Thompson has that answer for you. 60 Seconds with Rob is a YouTube video series designed to engage you, inspire you, motivate you, and get you set on the right path to wealth creation and a better life. Subscribe, like, comment, and follow along with Rob Thompson's 60 Seconds with Rob.